Welcome back to another episode of Outer Wilds. It's your boy Koi, and today's episode's going to be structured a little bit differently than normal. I made some mistakes while recording the audio for this session, and suffice it to say, about half of the footage is unusable. Thankfully, most of the unusable footage was of me dying in caves due to rising sand, which no doubt you'll see more of from me in the future. And most of the new content that I came across is usable. So I thought in this video I would structure it. As editor Koi, will give some context for the clip. I'll show you the clip, and then we'll move on to the next clip. Now, since this episode is already highly unconventional, I thought that I would end it with my full thoughts and overview and theorizing about the game's story while checking out the ship's log. So be sure to watch till the end to see that. Now, to get started with the first clip, I was launching off of Timber Hearth when I noticed and figured that there definitely seems to be more stuff on the planet that I had not checked out. And so, I decided to explore when I came across this. Looks like there are things on Timber Hearth that I've never investigated. Oh, someone is here. And I guess I don't need a suit either. What the heck is this? This looks Dark Bramble-esque. Which is not good, because that thing destroyed a planet. Tektite. Hello. Hey, yo hatchling. Thought you were taking that tin can of yours into space today. What are you still doing here? Me, I saw something crash over the horizon and didn't like what I was seeing in the pictures my little scout was sending back, so I thought I'd come over here myself and take a look. Oh, this was recent? Is that a dark bramble seed? Uh-oh. I don't know what it is exactly. It looks like some kind of plant seed, but it's not anything I've seen on Timber Hearth before, and trust me, I was quite the explorer back in the day. Well, that's not good. Do you think it's extraterrestrial? It kind of looks like something that might have come off of Dark Bramble, yep. Whatever it is, it put down roots in a hurry. Oh, that's not good at all. I don't like the look of this thing, hatchling, and that's a fact. Think I'll set Marl and Hal loose on it. Best get rid of this mess sooner rather than later, and no one can remove an unwanted plant faster than a tree keeper can. I'll have to get a look at what's inside the seed first, though. Don't want to set anybody to hacking up a potentially dangerous plant without a better idea of what's lurking inside there. Tuff can help me haul the old scout launcher over here. Obviously the opening is too small for someone to fit inside, and anyway, I'm not gonna blindly stick my hands into anything that looks as unpleasant as that seed does. It's a good way to lose an arm or two. Okay, yeah, no, that hurts. That does hurt. Do I not have my scout launcher? Hold on. Okay, I don't know if this is part of my suit or not, but I got my suit back on just in case. Error duplicate signal? Scout for... Why is my scout getting farther and farther away? Oh boy. We've got some teleporty technology going on. I shoot it in there, and now there's two scouts. There, and there. Which I'm guessing is Dark Bramble, but I guess I don't actually know. It's 24 or 5 kilometers away. Oh yeah, I actually can see on here. My scout is on Dark Bramble. And it's here. Oh, it's going further in. Oh, there's an anglerfish. There's trees? Oh, and it's landed. Interesting. Okay, so this feels like it has something to do with the technology, like the warp technology. Specifically the finding where they found, like, that you landed before you arrived before you departed or something like that. That's what this is reminding me of. I don't know if it's actually that similar, but huh. And I guess I just never found that. With the dark bramble seed checked out, I continued to fly around the planet to look for more locations on Timber Hearth. That looks like one of those things that's gonna disappear if I look away from it. I would be right. Oh, and it's back! Wait. Oh, did it move again? Yeah, no, it looks like it's just around here. I don't... Okay. I don't need my suit, but I also don't not need my suit. Hello? Yeah, that's about as... It's about what I expected, I guess. What is there to do with you? Grove Shard. You're not, like, turning into a tree, are you? Yeah, no, you're not. Across old bark, the quiet shade, it's always dark in the ancient glade. It's always dark here? That's interesting. Oh, that sign! That sign is quantum too. Right? It's over here now. Now it's over there. Yeah, this is so weird. It's always dark, the quiet shade, in the ancient glade, across old bark. Oh, and it mixes up too. How interesting. By that point, I decided I'd had enough of Timber Hearth, and I headed to the Ash Twin. I guessed that the shapes of the towers there had something to do with their location, and so then I tried to break into what I assumed was the Sun Station. This one, I'm guessing, it's so big and it's shaped like a sun. I'm guessing that this one takes me to the Sun Station. And now, I really want to find a way in. Oh. I found a way in! I didn't know... I was about to say, I didn't know it would be that easy, but it doesn't look like it's easy, actually. Some time has passed since I checked in with you, Pi. How are you and Idea progressing with the Sun Station plans? Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Well, I certainly hope it looks like it succeeded explosively, maybe? I have no idea. Pi, you know I don't find that funny. Hypothesis time spent away from the station would be beneficial to you both. I'm immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Euro. That at least we can agree on. Yada yada. How curious. Raimi thinks I'm a gas, and I don't recall requesting that you monitor this conversation, Idea. I don't see what state of matter you are has to do with this, and I don't recall supporting the Sun Station's construction. But here we are. Okay. Well now. This does look like I'm blocked. Yeah, there's a my scout is correctly telling me that there's a hazard. If I do that. Oh, there's a picture of me. Cool. Can I take a selfie? Oh, I just went through the wall? Interesting then. Well, I assume that this is somehow eventually supposed to be the way. that I get to the sun station, but it doesn't look like I can get in now. Unable to figure out a way in, I headed back to the Emperor Twin and explored the caves in the general area of the first quantum rock thingy that I found. Okay, I made it that time. It wasn't a hard jump. Another one of these things. Get out of my way, please. I would like to not look at you. Alright, what does this say? Coleus is missing. He vanished from the lakebed cave, the one at the bottom of the dry lakebed at the North Pole, several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this, help us recover Coleus. So, yeah, this isn't those caves. This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't this same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lakebed at the North Pole? Oh. We plan to re-examine the northern lakebed cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. An update. Mellowray and I went back to the lakebed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it isn't. That means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. Oh, hi again. Okay, so that tells me some useful information, at least. Apparently I didn't have much to say on that, so I just moved on to heading towards the Sunless city again, because there's a lot that I missed there. And yeah, here we go. So, apparently I think this was the anglerfish outlook. Which it would say, yeah. Yeah. Is this somewhere, did I read this before? This is amazing. How did this come to rest here? We haven't encountered others in these caves. It's a rare find. From what we can see, Coleus and I believe this specimen must be very old indeed. Imagine what we might learn if we could examine it. We both agree it's unlikely this dry planet is this horror's place of origin, especially considering what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. Clearly this hole is too small for it to have fit through. Hypothesis, there's another entrance to the cave. Of course there is. An update, we need to find a way inside quickly, because when I returned here to search for an entrance to the cave, there were children playing on the specimen. Yeah. So, anglerfish from a different planet. We saw that there are anglerfish on Dark Bramble. So there's something that has to do with Dark Bramble here. Which is something that is not fun to think about. And for our final segment, which is also the largest, I start following one of the paths in the Sunless City down to the gravity cannon. What's over here then? A lot of dead Nomai. A lot of sand, which is really not cool at all. I saw there's a scroll wall in here, but I can't get through the... I can't get through this. Not yet, anyway. Huh. What's this that's up here? Gravity cannon? Well, why not? Oh, uh-oh. Ghost matter, right? Oh, there's ghost matter that way. But I already went around it. Okay, now I'm back at the gravity cannon. Last time I was here, there was no... Last time I was here, there wasn't anything here. Well, last time I was here, I was all covered in sand. Activate the gravity cannon, or call the shuttle home. A new shuttle? Oh, and the Sunless City is this way, so this is a new entrance into the Sunless City. Okay. How do I... Oh, my fuel level is critical. That's not good at all. I'm probably gonna die here soon. However, what's up here? A new shuttle? A new one of these things. Are these like Nomai astronaut helmets? What's here? Clary, I fear our situation may be dire. Pi, Poke, and I landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in the star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. Oh, so this is... Is this talking about the interloper, I think? This thing. Interesting. That's what I'm assuming it's talking about. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. Okay, so... That's interesting, because... Hold on, where'd the interloper go? Oh, it gets really close to the sun. It's like really far from it? It's orbiting... Interesting, that's a very interesting path. Okay, so... This was not... This shuttle was not on... Oh, and there's the dead Nomai. So this is... Is this Clary? Died on the shuttle? Okay, so this one... I'm headed for Dark Bramble now, apparently. Okay, so... Gravity cannon. It launches it. This one isn't like the other one. The other one somehow, on Brittle Hollow, somehow gets you to the quantum moon. This one, however... This one just takes... This one, at least, was on the interloper comet. Which I haven't investigated yet. Because there's so much to investigate. Very interesting. And this will take me back, I guess? It does. And where's my ship go? My ship is over there. Activate the cannon if I do that. Does this give me information about where it went? No? Oh, okay then. What if I do that? Does it fill with sand? That kind of does look like the comet. This is Editor Koi, except now I'm Player Koi again, because I've popped open back the game. And here I am to investigate and look at again the ship log. Because, oh wow, I obviously did not look at this since I was last on, since I last recorded. That's funny. But I wanted to go back into the ship log again. Just to look at things, review things, and get a sense of the lore of the game. Because I've done a lot of theorizing, but I also haven't done a lot of theorizing. So I'm going to take this a step at a time here. Okay, so first, obviously, we have the Nomai. And the Nomai are very peculiar because they do not come from the solar system. They came to this solar system. Right here, a mural of a Nomai vessel encountering a signal. They warped here, is what they did. Well, ignore Dark Bramble for now, but there's something about this eye, right? There's an eye of the universe that is older than the universe. I think it might have said that the signal was older than the universe. Oh yeah, right here, see? The signal was somehow older than the universe itself. They decided to call it the eye of the universe, okay? It was an eye-shaped symbol. So it's not like that is a little confusing to me because I don't know how a signal can completely be a shape, but they do have a shape for it, so they call it the eye. I'm guessing... My guess is that this eye signal is not necessarily calling the Nomai specifically, but the Nomai heard it, and the Nomai came. And the Nomai tried to warp to it, but Dark Bramble is clearly something that is stopping, or that is against the eye of the universe, I think, right? Because they tried to warp to where the signal was, and Dark Bramble ensnared it. And I'm assuming this at the top is Dark Bramble. I'm assuming the vessel's gonna be there, and one of the escape pods is gonna be there. Because we found the two escape pods that escaped. These two, and then I think most of what I find, well, actually, yeah, all of what I find are the Nomai from these two societies that joined back together and tried to figure out all the technology, but then ultimately all died out again for some reason. I am curious because there are skeletons everywhere, and it does intrigue me that they were all... I don't know if this is intentional or not, but like they're all skeletons. Like if they just like died out of like natural extinction, then wouldn't they just have like buried their dead and stuff? Wouldn't there be Nomai graves? Why did they all just turn into skeletons? So that's something I'm interested and confused about. So this old settlement, Escape Pod 2, that's all part of that. Let's see. Dark Bramble itself? Let me look on the map. Yeah, sheesh. When I launch my scout into the seed that crashed on Timber Hearth, it ends up in a much bigger space filled with fog and thorny vines. So now I warped to the solar system in a spaceship called the Vessel, and it crashed. And there's an escape pod there still. Yeah, that's just so interesting. So here's something I noticed. If I go, is this the Giant's Deep stuff? Yeah, there's this on Giant's Deep, which I am suddenly a lot more concerned about. I'm willing to bet, I think maybe that was some kind of shard of ice that this jellyfish is now trapped in. Like, that's a Giant's Deep jellyfish, but it's trapped in old Fifth Planet ice or something, maybe? Or maybe I'm overthinking that, and maybe, just maybe, you know, this is another Dark Bramble seed. Like, Dark Bramble's gonna break apart Giant's Deep as well. Like, why is there Bramble here? Why is there Bramble on Timber Hearth? Another thing, there's not Bramble here, but there's a giant anglerfish here. Which the anglerfish, for some reason, come from Dark Bramble. So either way, then the Nomai clearly just wanted to find the Eye of the Universe again. For some reason, I think they had to reinvent warp technology. Because see, they I thought because they warped here. But then I think they had to reinvent it or something because, see, it says warped objects appeared to arrive at the receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before they departed the White Hole Station. That would, like, they warped before, but this warping is different because there's a negative time interval. Now, also with the freaking dark bramble, like, seeds. Where is it? Yeah, these dark bramble seeds, like, you're in two places at the same time, which to me makes sense. Makes sense with, like, the warp thing. Then the quantum moon is a whole nother story here. They said the quantum moon travels to a total of 5 locations, but there's a 6th location it travels to. That's clearly... That's to me, that's clearly the eye. You can also visit this quantum moon somehow. Solanum went there and prepared to make the rest of the journey on foot. They always arrive at the South Pole. I really don't know what to say to that. Also, this poem that I saw, I just realized. There was a poem, but it wasn't written in Nomai. So is that like a... I assume maybe that's like a Timber Hearthian thing, but also the signs themselves were quantum for some reason. Like, this quantum stuff is what confuses me, like, the most, because I feel like I kind of understand quantum, or at least how media like to define quantum. Like, Avengers Endgame, man, they just, the quantum realm, and they can just say quantum and suddenly get you to believe that time travel is possible. So in that sense, I'm like, oh yeah, this quantum stuff, it all makes sense, you know? It's quantum, but like... No. Oh, you could always do that? Oh, interesting. Well, that doesn't help me super much. I just wanted to look at this. Because Gabbro claims the rock exists in all possible states until it is observed. So this thing, like, I think the logic behind it is it exists. It is here, there, and there. But when you're looking at it, then it's somewhere else. And that's like really interesting to me. And one of the implications is that all this quantum stuff exists the same way, including the quantum moon. It doesn't disappear when no one's watching. It's just... it exists in all possible states until it's observed. I also have no idea what the so-called appearance of the eye of the universe has to do with the quantum moon. I think in the next episode, I'm going to dedicate my all to try and make it to the high energy lab. Purely because I really want to see what kind of information they have on the negative time interval. And if that's going to be important. I know that going to Dark Bramble would probably answer a lot of questions that I have and be really great. I'm still going to save it for now. I think it's the only one I haven't gone to. Wait, what's that? Oh, I guess I haven't been to Hollow's Lantern. Well, I guess I also haven't been to the Quantum Moon, so... Thanks everybody for watching today's videos. If you liked the video, like it. If you didn't, sorry. If you want to see more Outer Wilds videos in the future, consider subscribing. Sorry that this episode was different than my usual, but I'll be able to get right back into the regular style of videos in just a few days. Remember everybody, no spoilers in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Wait, what the crap?